Welcome back to the Onebar and Lupagus show. I am Lupagus. Minnesota Vikings just broke their preseason curse with a 24-23 victory over the Las Vegas Raiders. The Vikings are 1-0 this preseason, and I am 1-0 because I'm a winner, because I watched it and I feel good about it. And hell yeah, why would we not feel good about that? Before we talk about the losers of this game, we're on a positive high, but we do have to talk about the losers. Subscribe to the channel, like, and comment as well. But again, Onebar and Lupagus show prides ourselves on being positive, but we're not going to shy away from the negativity when we have to. And there's players in this game that just did not impress. So let's start with the list. And let's go with Theo Jackson, a guy who has been having a great camp. And I'm not like really overly worried about him. Um, but just today, he played like the first half when the Vikings were just letting the Raiders offense do whatever they wanted. They had Aiden O'Connell in there just chucking the ball here and there, wide open receivers. Theo Jackson late on coverage. He would make the tackle late, never really in position to make a play. And for a guy who's having a great camp and standing out and like Dustin, I think he might have been his number one player in camp that we had on yesterday. I was expecting more. Like I thought Theo Jackson really would have balled out today, and I was very disappointed in his performance. So Theo Jackson, not great today. And again, I know it's vanilla defense. You're not really scheming, but when it's man to man and you're just playing, man against man, fucking make a play. Make a play. And he could not do it today. Another guy who could not make a play was Byron Murphy. That first half defense was brutal. It was tough to watch. And Byron Murphy missed tackle, like a complete whiff on a wide open shot on a receiver. He just missed, and he had some blown coverage a couple times in the same drive. I thought Byron Murphy looked awful. Like he looked awful that for a series, and maybe it was a series and a half. And again, I'm not like worried about his job or what he's going to do when the season starts, when everything matters, because there's definitely key parts of this defense that weren't out there today, and they're not scheming. But again, when it's just vanilla and you're going against, just you're leveling the playing field on the terms of it just being a vanilla offense against a vanilla defense. Like you want to see these guys when they man up against somebody make a fucking play, and Byron Murphy could not do that today. So that was frustrating. That was not embarrassing, but it was tough to watch. It was tough to see. So Byron Murphy, again, in our post game show, was a very common turd today, and he just didn't look good today. And hopefully that gets ironed out. Let's go to Jacalyn Roy. I'm putting him on here just because, like, he only had one tackle, but he wasn't out there until very late. Like, Jalen Redmond was out there, I think, before him. And Jacalyn Roy was the talk of minicamp, OTAs. He was like, oh my God, he's staying late. He's making these plays. He's putting in the extra work. He's looking great. He's going to finally do it. Where was he today? One tackle, playing late, like playing in the fourth quarter. Not what I was expecting to see from Jacalyn Roy. So very disappointed in that. And that's why I put him on the losers list, just because I don't know. I really thought he was going to ball out. I thought we'd see him maybe in the second quarter, as early as that, because his D line is not overly deep, not a bunch of studs. It's not like he's got to overcome a lot of obstacles to get playing time, and he's out there in the fourth quarter. So Jacalyn Roy, I'm starting to wonder if he even makes this team after you see what Levi Drake Rodriguez did. Is there a spot on this roster for Jacalyn Roy? I don't know anymore. Let's go to Seth Vernon, the punter. He had himself 2 punts for 90 yards, a 45-yard average. Not bad, but he was also going against Ryan Wright. Ryan Wright had 3 punts for 171, a 57-yard average. So I know it's game one, it's match one. If you're going to battle each other, best 2 out of 3 falls, as the old wrestling would do. Seth Vernon lost. He lost fall one. And you hear the talk about Stephon Gilmore coming in, being visiting on Monday. Someone will have to get the axe if they do sign him. Could that be Seth Vernon on Monday? I don't know. Ryan Wright was booting the shit out of the football, a 57-yard average. That is damn impressive. I don't know. Not a good performance. I mean, it's fine for Seth Vernon, just going against the standard. But when your competition is booting the shit out of the ball like that, I don't know. I would not be surprised if he is not on the roster when we play the Browns next Saturday. Again, not because he was horrible, just because he was beaten by his opponent by quite a bit. So let's go to the last loser of this game, and that's Ty Chandler, our running back. You're a pass catching running back. That is, one of your things. You are the number 2 back, who is usually a kind of a scat back. A guy who can hit the holes, find the holes, throw some bursts, but also catch the football. And you have 2 drops. You have 2 drops on the opening drive. Sam Darnold was looking good. He hit you right in the chest, right between the tits, and you let that thing go on the turf. Unacceptable, inexcusable. Ty Chandler, catch the football. There was one in the end zone too after that where you probably should have caught it. You dropped that to I mean, you ran fine, and it wasn't like you didn't break anything or anything, but those drops were tough to watch. I mean, Ty Chandler should be catching the football, so definitely gets him on my loser list. Very disappointed in Ty Chandler's hands today. I was expecting him to catch everything thrown his way. So those are my 5 losers. I hate even talking about it, but you know what? The Vikings won. We ended that jinx. Some guys didn't quite play up to snuff, and it's fine. It happens. It's the preseason. You got jitters. You got shit going on. You're rusty. Whatever. It's fine. We understand it. Those are the 5 losers today. Let me know in the comments. You got more losers you want to talk about? Drop them in there. And always, for the love of God, keep your skull in your hole.